and hear me all right? Today we have a very special treat. We have a really great interview, which I'm going to be going over how a two-person team can make over $200,000 in a single day. And that's right here. Now, part of my goal with doing some of these reactions is to bring to light, I think, really important content that isn't being talked about enough on YouTube or people aren't focusing on. There's a lot of great stuff out there, but for me, I'm sharing this with my entire audience because this is such important content to understand. Now, without further ado, we're gonna sort of go through this interview together, and we're gonna be listening in on this together. Let me make sure I have the right audio input because I want to make sure that we actually are capturing the audio that is going on the computer.
Say, okay, based on your answers.
There. Okay, so let's start the interview from the top because I think this is really important content, and I also encourage folks to go over to Robin Bowman's channel and support his channel if you aren't already a subscriber to his stuff. And we will let's see, how do we get this? There we go. Okay, and we'll bring that up right there, and I think we got it. Okay, great. So I'm going to post this in the chat, and I recommend everybody sort of check out Robin Bowman's channel as well because this guy is doing some cracked out interviews with top affiliate marketers here. And what we're going to one of the common themes here is everyone's using AI to do a massive amount of ads. So let's start with Jordan Deskowski's interview. And let me know, folks, if you can hear it all right as we go through. Otherwise, I'll mess with the audio outputs.
So every single day, I do spend at least like 3 hours on spy tools. But my favorite one is
So his favorite spy tool is Spy Hero, and Spy Hero is this tool. Okay, I don't have an affiliate link. I don't have anything like that. But what we are seeing is, this is his favorite spy tool. Okay, so if you guys want to check it out, I've always been a fan of just manually creating swipe files, but that's fine. Let's keep going.
This is like an insider tip, kind of. Everybody here that I've met in the affiliate world, they will ask me, how big is your team? Me and my business partner.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's what?
Because the second biggest guys right now, they have 100 people. It's like 2 people versus 100, and we're managing.
First off, I want to kind of note on the scale here. For anybody, is anybody here in watching this not familiar with affiliate marketing? Because affiliate marketing is one of the only places where it's like, you can have single people, right, making millions of dollars a month, outperforming, this one dude, this one overweight Polish kid, right? This guy is worth more than 50 human beings combined in making money, right? This guy, this one dude, is worth more than 50 people, right? That's insane. And we're talking computer work because he's using AI and automation. But let's go on. Let's learn more.
To beat them, which is kind of.
Please turn up his audio. Let me see if I can actually add a audio input capture. Let me see if we can. Testing. No. we're gonna see if I can actually add source. Let me see. Audio output. Speakers. Okay.
Saying to me.
There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, let me know if there's a problem with the mixed audio, but I'm gonna play it from here.
Sometimes your best ad, you just put that as the open or the VSL.
Yeah. That's a classic. Yeah.
That works so well. It's kind of incredible how well it works.
So what Jordan's talking about is he's saying when you have a good, he's saying take, sometimes the best ads are just taking the actual, and let's look at an actual affiliate offer here. Like let's take, let's take Mitoline, or let's find an offer with an actual VSL to it. I mean, these are all the top offers on ClickBank right now, by the way, folks. That's what I'm opening up. And what he's saying is you simply take, let's see this. Well, I'm not finding any VSLs. But he's saying take an ad with a VSL and then take the VSL and use that as the ad on Facebook. So what he's saying is just use the VSL on the sales page. Now, the equivalent of that is for us is when you're promoting the AI Marketers Club, okay? We have a VSL on the page. This has been tested, this works, okay? And if you're following Jordan's advice, just take the VSL on the offer page and take parts of that and use that as the ad, because the VSL has already been tested in this case. This is for promoting AI Marketers Club.
So sometimes I'll see an affiliate running and crushing it. I'll just steal their ad and I put it as the VSL open. And that crushes always.
Welcome to a crazy.
And folks, pause me if I'm breaking this down too much. Please let me know. Hey Lapidez, good to see you. Do I know Jordan personally? No, I don't know the guy, but I'm sharing this information because my audience is affiliates and they should, like this is what people should be watching. But the thing is, very few people are even watching this. Videos are getting millions of views talking about CRAP when everybody should be watching. If people want to make money online, they should be watching this sort of stuff. So what he's talking about is he spends 3 hours a day on spy tools. Notice that. And what he said is he spends basically half of his workday spying on other ads and ripping competitors' ads. Let's play that.
Crazy episode.
Crushing it. How it works. So sometimes I'll see an affiliate running and crushing it. I'll just steal their ad and
you steal their ads. And folks, it's so easy. I've been telling folks about this for a while. Just go out there and find what's working and copy it. People always say, "Oh, I'm not a marketer, John," or "I'm not at this," or "I'm not at this." Guys, copy what works. That's model successful people. Your network is your net worth, right? It's success leaves clues. It's very simple how success works. Right? Copy, great artists, what is it? Great artists, good artists copy, great artists steal, right? And what is this guy saying right here?
Sometimes I'll see an affiliate running and crushing it. I'll just steal their ad and put it as the VSL.
That's how it works.
Open.
Find what's getting the most views.
And that crushes always.
Welcome to a crazy episode with Jordan.
So we're going to bring up the first section of my... we're going to get to the next reaction section. I actually had it prepare some reactions for me. Let's see this.
Yeah, let's get into it. What makes you different from all the #1 ClickBank guys? that made you like the number one right now?
Well, it's volume. It's all volume. Everybody else, they're running video ads. They're putting out 10 creatives a day. We have very solid vendor relationships, so we can test a lot of offers. So more offer testing volume.
Notice that, folks. He said vendor relationships. Okay. Notice what he said. Okay. Vendor relationships. What does he mean by vendor relationships? What does he mean by this? Okay. What does he mean by vendor relationships? What he means by vendor relationships is that he knows the person running the offer. You guys have a vendor relationship, me, right? I am an offer, I am an offer owner. I'm a vendor, right? In the sense that I have a product to sell. We have software to sell. We have all sorts of things that we can sell. I'm the vendor. You are getting paid when you make sales for us. So why would you have vendor relationships in affiliate marketing though? The reason you have vendor relationships in affiliate marketing is because you want higher commissions. Okay, so simply what he's saying right here is he's saying that he gets higher commissions than normal affiliates because he reached out directly to and spoke with the offer owner. And again, the only time you can do that is when you're actually making sales. Okay, that's the only time anybody will humor giving you better commissions. Let's go onwards and upwards. And folks, if anybody has any questions or clarifications as we go through this, let me know.
Right now, he's the number one affiliate on ClickBank. He has been spending up to...
We're going to go to the next one.
All right, I mean, let's dissect those two together. Those two separately. Again, if we're going too deep and you don't want to share, that's fine.
Yeah.
But let's get started with what you are doing, right? So you have a whole creative process.
Yeah.
Say we're focusing on just one offer. Like, you have a whole process from ideation to like the final piece. And are you still like doing the ideation, or can you walk me through like your creative process right now from like A to Z pretty much?
So this is where he's going to go over how a two-person team can scale to producing hundreds of ads daily. Now, earlier we saw him say that the trick was volume. He's producing, and what do I always say, folks? Produce, don't consume, right? You produce a lot of ads, you're going to have more success. Now, a lot of beginner marketers think that mistakenly that, I just need a good ad, just a good ad, just give me the ad. I'll pay a lot of money for a course that just gives me the ad. Wrong, right? It's the process. Jordan launches hundreds of ads. He's not, none of us are expert marketers. We just put out more content than all of you. So let's see what he says. But he's going to go over his secret sauce to how he does this right here.
So usually I'll start an offer with 3 campaigns. So I'm testing it out. And that one of the campaigns, I have a workflow inside my tool where I provide other people's ads. And it makes my own unique versions that are inspired. So that's going to be 20 ads in one campaign with those types of ads. And then I will have another campaign, and this works stupidly well. And it's a really good tip for anyone that even if they don't have tools, they can do this very easily. These images are just a red square with yellow text on it. And a mutual friend of ours was laughing because I became a stop affiliate just running these images to his offer. But that allows me to test hooks very easily and like messaging initially, if that makes sense. Then the third one is just the baseline workflow of our tool. It's just AI images. You provide the VSL script, generates images using a long process with a bunch of AI models to fix text and make sure they're good.
Yeah.
And then we can just launch them with one click, and it automatically launches them on Facebook with our primary text and headline and all that stuff. So we run these three. I'll find 2 or 3 ads that work off of those if the offer is good. So then I'll take those 3 ads and I'll create ABO campaign where each ad set.
So I also want to bring up here, we have what his barometer of success is. Okay. So we have him running 3 campaigns, 20 ads each, testing hooks, messaging, and images. But what we want to make note of is that for him to test out of 60 ads, 2 showing traction equals good. Okay? Look, notice this. And I think this is an essential thing for the psychology here. A lot of people can't comprehend the idea that, 2 out of 60, what is that? That's like 2 out of 60, that is that's a 3% win rate. That's horrible, right? And it's hard for people to comprehend such loss and failure as a win, okay? But with marketing, most people skip ads, folks. And for winning can simply be 3% of your ads show a sign of traction. And certainly, a 3%, if 10% of people click your ad, it's considered good. So with marketing, we're dealing with small numbers here. We're not expecting most people to buy. We're expecting very low percentage of even the first tested ads to even show signs of traction. And I think part of whatever this guy, he must deal with failure like nobody's business. He must have some of the thickest skin out there because, you have to have this as a marketer.
That has those 3 ads and different primary text.
I mean, there's a lot
So
to
I'm
uncover there. So
trying to
just
split
if we go, you mean like the first 3 sentences for people who are a little bit less into
Yeah.
ads? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the whole primary. Go back to the start. Like you start with, for example, the hooks, right, on the image
Yeah.
with the red borders. I assume you keep doing that, right? So it's like it starts adding on each other. First you start with like the hooks, then you have that hook, and you keep testing new hooks and images. But then you have that hook, and you start with the above the fold, and then when that one starts working, you start splitting that out. So it becomes this huge tree of like unlimited growth almost that just keeps,
Yeah.
All right, branching out. That's the word I was looking for. Now, boring. This ad API are used variable
Tool, the creative tool.
multiply by a lot. Like what's the
Yeah, so we actually have the creative tool integrates with Facebook or Facebook ad accounts. So it can pull up the best performers with one click. It does the analysis.
Key thing here. So notice he said his creative tool, which he's already mentioned was Claude Code. He uses Claude Code for a lot of stuff, right? We've already heard his creative tool, Claude Code, connects to Facebook, right? And how do we connect to Facebook? Well, you don't connect through a browser. And I've been telling people this is kind of part of the new shtick I'm teaching, or program I'm starting to come out with. But you have to use Claude Code as a marketer. If you're not connected to AI through the terminal, this ugly thing, right, then you're not going to be able to survive in the new world of marketing, because this is the interface that we have to work off of. Now, why am I even bringing that up? Because what he's using is probably a Facebook MCP, and we've been sharing some of these MCP servers in the community. But what you want to Can you hear me now? Oh, sorry about that. Now, there's a lot of Facebook MCPs out there, but an MCP server is a way that you can connect directly with Claude Code to Facebook. So let's keep going on.
Yeah.
What has the best ROAS, what's above KPI, what's below KPI. When we create a campaign, we still haven't implemented this, but we're going to be giving custom KPIs per campaign because now we're running some recurring apps and stuff. So
Yeah.
there we're looking to break even in the future. We're looking for like a 0.6.
Yeah.
That's a different KPI than a ClickBank offer where we want a 1.5, for example.
Yeah.
So, folks, notice what he said. Notice what he said. KPI, right? KPI equals 1.5x ROAS. Okay? 1.5x ROAS. Now, ROAS means, well, KPI, first off, means key performance indicator. If you don't know what KPI means, you obviously haven't worked a job that pays a monthly salary yet. ROAS means return on ad spend. And return on ad spend, what is 1.5 ROAS? So that might mean, just to give you an idea, that might mean you made $150 revenue, $100 ad spend, right? So equals 1.5x ROAS. And why this is important is because if you can, basically as an affiliate, you're making 50% return on your money day over day, okay? What that means on an ad campaign is 50% return on ROI day over day. This is affiliate marketing, and I've been telling people this forever. Affiliate marketing is the closest you can get to an infinite money glitch that exists in the world today that is freely accessible and democratic. It is the purest form of capitalism because anyone in the world with a computer and internet connection and some sort of account that money can go into can make a ton of money. So that's what he's optimizing around. And this is what I also teach folks to optimize around. Now notice he also talked about recurring revenue products. He is investing, and I think this is smart, he's investing in offers where he can make recurring money, and he's doing so at a lower ROAS than necessary, right? You know, he's losing money for some of his products he's promoting in order to make it back later on. Okay, let's go into how he actually stacks AI models to multiply creatives. So let's go into this. And I'm going to close out of some windows because my computer is getting overloaded sometimes, I think, with the sheer amount of stuff I have running.
Yeah, it's a funny thing. Now, you mentioned a lot about tools. Like, what is your setup there in terms of like, are you using like multiple models like Claude, ChatGPT, Manus, like, and I guess maybe it's also like for a different step you have a different AI, or like what's like, I understand again you're not gonna reveal the secrets, but maybe we can talk about the principles and the structure of how you came up with this and like developed it.
Yeah, so 100%. The way that the tool is built, it makes image prompts from a bunch of different models. So the best ones from your Claude and Gemini for this.
Okay,
Gemini
see.
seems to give some really good prompts, which surprised me after the last update. Before it was bad, but now it's gotten very aggressive with the images, which to us that's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
To Facebook policy and Google themselves, probably not, but that's a different story. But yeah, it's gotten very good at that. So that kind of gives you diversity with the creative. because sometimes it has a slightly different way of thinking. Almost see it as a different person when these AI models. So it gives you more diversity, more options of hitting a signal with the ads. So we have the prompts from different models, and then we use different models to generate the prompts. So all the prompts will send them to Dolly, and then fix the text with Image GPT, send them to Imagine by Google, and send them to Image GPT straight up. Also, now there's Nano Banana by Google, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
That's one we're testing out. So, yes, it's just a lot of models. And sometimes we get the models to give each other feedback,
Yeah.
which is really good. We have a feature for that. We don't really use it all the time.
So I'd say the key takeaway here is a lot of folks get locked into, he's using a lot of different models to actually do his images. He's not relying on just one tool or one specific AI. And there's a lot of free, he's talking about Nano Banana, he's talking about Gemini, he's talking about a lot of stuff like that. I think one site he mentioned, there are sites out there that allow you to choose different models to run to run the same prompt off of. And I've been finding model selection is far more important in generating images or text or anything than the prompt itself. And so because as we're all discovering AI. I don't know AI, I'm teaching it a little bit. I'm teaching what I know, but nobody understands AI is the rare, we're all figuring it out. And even the AI people are figuring out how to get it adopted to the market. So we're figuring out where it all kind of fits in, and models are pretty important. So let's go on to the next thing. This is interesting.
Now, this was really a lot.
So every affiliate marketer has this happen where people try to steal their funnels. And I'm sure a lot of folks just watch my channel because they just want to not think and they want to steal somebody else's funnel. And that's fine. I give you guys funnels to steal sometimes. But what we need to also do as affiliates is try to make our funnels steal proof when you're running the really big numbers. And in my case, what I've done to steal proof my funnel is I've actually gone out and, I actually created software, which was a pretty difficult thing. Oh, wait, where is it? Yeah, I actually went out and created software. Now, I'm not sure if that was the smartest decision to do, because that creating software is not easy, at least not the way I tried to do it. But it is possible with AI, and I am not a programmer. I think I did it to prove something to the world, but who knows? Let's see how he makes his stuff.
All about iteration and systems. Are you doing anything to come up with like really unique, different, big ideas? Or is that not necessary? Or is that already part of the game? Or like is there a different process for that?
Yeah, so I do, because I have a creative itch in me. I'm a copywriter by background. So I still do it. I still write a lot of my primary texts and stuff because I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. So
Trying to beat your own AI.
Yeah. I can usually beat it on copy, but with images, nah,
Yeah, of course,
no
yeah.
way. With the actual copy, I will come up with an idea and I'll feed it to the AI, and then it's gonna come up with images. So, but even with copy nowadays, I don't know how you guys do it, but for us and for a lot of people I know, we kind of just became like copy chiefs, where the AI writes the copy and just tweak it. You modify it, you make it better. So even that side seems to be becoming more about the big idea, and
Yeah.
the actual implementation of the big idea you can do very easily with AI nowadays.
Yeah.
I've said this before, I'll say it again. Copywriting is one of the number one skills in, it is probably the most important skill in marketing besides being able to manipulate a computer and whatnot. I have a number of playlists. If you go on my channel, John Crestani, make sure to subscribe and like and give me some reactions, folks, if you guys are enjoying this. But I have some playlists here. I have a copywriting specific playlist, which called The Art of Copywriting, which y'all can go through.
The day that
It's an oldie and it's a goodie, and it goes over Robbie Blanchard. Yeah, I haven't seen too much of his recent teaching. I know he advertises a lot. But this has a number of different interviews I did with some of the best
the why
copywriters
people
and
were
top
buying.
affiliates that I know. You can see Carlos Cruz here showing how he was making or thousands of dollars a day with flashlights, selling flashlights as an affiliate. There's another friend of mine, Ronnie Sandlin, talking about how he makes over 2,000 a day with blog posts. So there's a lot of free content in this free playlist if you guys want to check it out. Now let's go on to where he talks about he's running, I think he's testing some home insurance offer or something like that. But let's go onwards.
Big fear, the big nightmares get where the ideas versus feeding it in just feed the
Yeah.
fragments. Then I compress it down to like 5 to 7 main bullet points that then the rest of the process drives ideas from,
Yeah.
where ideas come from. So, for example, in the nerve pain market, no, in the memory loss market, the big
A lot of the top products on ClickBank are in the memory loss market because a lot of people are having brain problems as they get older. They forget things or whatever, they're tired or and a lot of the top products on ClickBank are memory loss products. We see, of course, weight loss as the top 1, 2, and 3 products, but also, and 4, but as we see, the 5th top product is a memory loss product right here. And the 6th top product is another memory loss product. And then we have another sort of memory loss hearing related product here. So, and these products are, again, it's supplements people buy to help out with, their brain or their memory. These things sell off the shelves, and these things are very easy to get people to buy, just like getting people to buy, stock picking thing or crypto or make money online opportunities, etc. But as you see, this is a rising market because of an aging population, and this guy is crushing it in it. Let's keep going.
big fear, the big nightmare scenario is that they're going to end up in a senior home. That's what they're afraid of. So the ads say, one of the ads the AI came up with, which was a unique angle no one was running, was my grandma was in a senior home, but now we finally got her back. It's like a brand new angle. No one's using it. So yeah, when it comes to me personally doing ideas, sometimes the best ideas come from something outside the VSL.
Yeah, that was my point. Yeah, or like where I was going. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a realization I had. The ad doesn't have to be congruent. Sometimes my ad has a completely different mechanism than the actual VSL. So, for example, we're running a vision offer, And I just remember there's a story in the Bible where like Jesus heals some blind guy with spit. And I was thinking, what if we frame this story as like there was a hidden page in the Bible that got lost where the spit was metaphorical and that angle crushed, you know?
Yeah.
This was the recipe, the page got lost. That's
Yeah.
like a very unique idea that's not connected to the VSL, but it's just so captivating to people that they cannot click away. You know, they cannot look away. They gotta click it. They gotta read more, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's where I was going at because
Folks, did you hear that? Oh, that is funny. Did anybody? I mean, is anybody here hearing this stuff? Because, like, did you guys just catch the marketing angle this guy used? I mean, did anybody catch that? I mean, are you guys like watching this or what? He's saying that there is a hidden. His ad says there is a hidden page in the Bible. And the supplement product that he is selling takes advantage of that this hidden page that was removed from the Bible. I mean, folks, that's nuts. That's like it's you know, that's hardcore marketing. But if you know, but this is again, folks, we're talking about somebody who's making $100,000 a day. Or you know what? He said 1.5 ROAS and he's got a partner. So let's say he's making $25,000 profit take home a day, 22 years old. I mean, that's marketing, baby. Like that's pretty funny. So that's hardcore marketing. Let's keep seeing that's funny. And the other thing one of my kind of personal anecdotes about marketing is I think marketing is about understanding people. And as marketers, we're getting influences. We have to we're paid to understand the real world in a better context, in a more full context, I believe, or at least you know, computers. But we need to understanding the world from different perspectives, finding these unique angles. I view that a lot as the job of a marketer. And I think commonly marketers are viewed as people who go out and get life experience and schmooze and whatnot. And I think there's some truth to that, because a marketer, we have to be able to both understand, we have to understand all sides of the market, right? Whether we're working with the client or the customer. So let's go into this. The senior home angle. He talked about that senior home angle. That was solid. Now he's building AI avatars to scale some of his production. So let's go over that particular part here.
So yeah, that's fun. Are you also using AI avatars and stuff?
I did my first couple million on ClickBank using AI avatars.
Yeah.
But I don't run videos anymore. So I don't really anymore.
It's not worth the squeeze, like if to run video. So for you, it's just images and text. It's like if you do video, you can get some extra ad spend and revenue in, but it's not worth in terms of complexity and effort and scale. Or what are you doing there?
Did anybody just catch that?
Spend and revenue.
So couple million on ClickBank.
Are you also?
What is the easiest way to make money online right now? Right? I've been telling folks this. AI avatars. It's so easy to put out content. It's so easy to put out content when you do so with an AI avatar. And this guy, 22 years old, is talking about the first couple million like it's way in the past. I don't know when he made his first couple million, but he made it using AI avatars. And that is the fastest way to start. And that is exactly what I teach people in the AI Marketers Club. Is I'm teaching people to stop trying to be the product or come up with a product, and to use AI avatars to sell affiliate products. You can learn about it. There's a link in the description. Sell it, promote it. You probably don't know how to promote it. Just join it and learn how.
So using AI avatars and stuff.
I did my first couple million on ClickBank using AI avatars.
Yeah.
But I don't run videos anymore. So I don't really anymore.
It's not worth the squeeze, like if to run video. So for you, it's just images and text. It's like if you do video, you can get some extra ad spend and revenue in, but it's not worth in terms of complexity and effort and scale. Or what are you doing there?
Well, I scaled a lot with videos, but I just find that after the latest update on Facebook, images just work better. Like, the ROAS is higher, scales more stable, more consistent. So that's why I only focus on images now. And I've gotten very good at running images. So that's why that's my primary focus. Now, I know some guys doing well with videos, but usually the AI spokesperson is like Elon Musk or something. And it's just not the game I want to play. you
Yeah,
know?
that's a bit tricky. Yeah.
So what he's referencing is deep fakes. Okay. And when he says AI avatars, he may be talking purely about deep fakes. Now, inside, I'm trying to get people to make deep fakes of me because personally, I'm lucky to be alive, and I'm happy if other people spread deep fakes. I don't really mind. But if you're looking to do deep fakes of me, what you need to do is you need to join the AI Marketers Club, and we have them in the bonus section. So here you see it's in the bonus vault, and we have, this is from a community member who generously created a deep fake of me and then posted it up. And you can see some of their, we have walkthroughs that show exactly step by step how to actually create a deep fake using this format. And here you see how easy, it's not complicated, right? It's a couple, there's a number of steps here, right? But that's why it's inside the course. But you see it creates deep fakes that are amazing. These are, this is, I'm not really as tall as Trump, and I did not actually meet Trump yet, So, and these are all deep faked images, and we have deep fake video, of me, right? That you're able to do just text prompting. You can even have AI prompt it. Now, I give out these resources to folks only in the AI Marketers Club because most people don't, if you're a real affiliate who can send sales, you don't even need anything to really figure out how to make sales. But if you don't know how to do affiliate marketing yet, right, I provide resources. That's my goal. Let's go on to the next one. Simplifying funnels, the hidden leak that kills affiliate conversions.
Got it. And how's that with, this is just me like asking a noob question. How's that with like when you're running affiliate stuff? Like, do you, like, I guess you know a lot of people. Are you always sending all the sales back from affiliates to the algorithm, or are you just optimizing for like, if it's a bridge page or a splash page, you call it, for button clicks?
Always sales.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I'm running a nerve offer now. And one of the grandma advertorial, actually.
Yeah.
The one that was in a wheelchair and then she stood up.
Yeah.
Advertorial, actually. Offer now. And
Folks, did you hear this? What the hell? Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm running a nerve pain offer. Right? Grandma in a wheelchair who stands up. Guys, this is called copywriting, baby. This is great. This is great. I didn't see this full interview end to end. I had AI. I actually had AI timestamp everything for me and help me, help, because it's an hour and a half long interview. I've seen a good portion of it, but I had AI kind of timestamp everything for me. I have AI preparing stuff for me in my workflow. But that's freaking hilarious, folks. So with copywriting, what we want to do is we want to create to get people out of their daily lives, to get people to click on an offer, you need to have such a ridiculous proposition that it's as if a spaceship landed in your backyard. And if a spaceship landed in your backyard, folks, what would you do? You would drop everything that you are doing. If you're on the phone, you would hang up the phone. If you were playing a video game, you would, even if you're in the middle of the boss battle, you would put down your controller and you would see what the hell is going on. And that is the effect that this ad has, which is why we want to, this is good copywriting. If you show a grandma who couldn't walk, that had to use a wheelchair, standing up out of a wheelchair, right? That's great. And you could make a lot of money showing, obviously this guy's making freaking millions doing the same thing. Now you could find the top offer for nerve pain on ClickBank pretty fast, right? We would just go here, we'd look at the top offers, right? We have, oh, cool. And we look for the top nerve pain offer. And we see that Joint Genesis, right? Right here. And here's the sales page, right? So it's really easy to find, oh wait, and this is not the sales page. You have to apply to get to the sales page, but you get the idea. J1R2C, let's see this. Oh, they're not showing it, right? They've closed it down. But you guys get the idea. And let's go into this.
One of the grandma advertorial, actually.
Yeah.
The one that was in a wheelchair and then she stood up.
Yeah.
The grandma advertorial.
That one, the landing page click-through rate was really bad.
Yeah.
Like no one was clicking through. The landing page stood up.
Yeah.
That
Wolf Warrior, he just said he's talking about an advertorial he runs. Okay? And Wolf Warrior, you are in the AI Marketers Club, so let's see where this. We give out advertorials to our students inside the course area. So you can see, we have a ton of affiliate things, but here's the latest advertorial page we've been giving affiliates. This works. This is very fast loading. This is what's working. You can make the headline a bit more aggressive, but this advertorial is what we've been running for AI Marketers Club about a Texas mom
Artificial
making money
intelligence.
working at home, right? It's very simple, right? This works. And if you want to make money promoting AI Marketers Club, I'd suggest you run this advertorial.
Against it.
And look, it's simple. Check out this video. And this video, according to Jordan, the way he'd run things, he'd run this exact video as an ad. Okay? Again, he'd run this exact video as an ad. And how do you run it as an ad? You can download it for free online, and you can upload it to YouTube or Google or Facebook.
Intelligent.
running a nerve offer now, and one of the grandma advertorial actually.
Wolf Warrior, he just said the grandma advertorial. So he's running advertorial pages.
actually.
Yeah.
The one that was in a wheelchair and then she stood up.
Yeah.
That one, the landing page click through rate was really bad.
Yeah.
Like no one was clicking through. But it had a 10% conversion rate in the VSL.
Yeah.
So that became the winner. And I just did some tweaks and got the click through rate up. The conversion rate obviously went down a little bit, but the landing page improved. So
Yeah.
I only look at purchases. Even with ads, I don't care about CPC, all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I ran an analysis on my data with AI. I exported my entire data. I wanted to see, is there any correlations when an ad does over 100 sales? Is there like a CPC correlation? Is there a CTR correlation? And there was none.
Yeah.
CPMs were the only thing that was slightly correlated, where high CPMs were performing worse.
Yeah.
I think that's just because if the CPM's high, Facebook doesn't like the image
Yeah.
or the text or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. That I also have experienced that. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I mute myself when what I was saying. What? Screw it. We're gonna move on to the next part of this. But I was saying that was fascinating. Okay, let's move on to the secret metric that top affiliates actually optimize for. Okay. Let's see if any of these work. Forget click-through rate. Forget conversion rate. The metric this kid optimizes for is something 99% of affiliates don't even track. And this is why he's number one.
Faster and easier. Got it. And now specifically for your affiliate stuff, are you also like getting like emails there and implementing email marketing, or is that something that's not really
I
worth
did.
it?
I did. So when I do my own VSL, the way I would run it, at the end of the VSL where there's the button, I would just put like an email form. They have to fill it in to go to the checkout page.
Yeah.
Made very little difference towards the overall conversion rate, but
Yeah.
it was good because I was collecting emails.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get my emails to deliver. Like it's just a very complex thing, email marketing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just not what I'm good at. My emails but
Yeah.
it was good because I was collecting. Made very little difference. I would just put like the way I would run it. At the end of the VSL where there's the button, I would just put like an email form. So they have to fill it in to go to the.
So what he's saying here, it's I'm gonna kind of read in between the lines of what he's saying here. So he's saying when he would do his own VSLs, okay? Now what does he mean by doing his own VSLs? What he means is that he is copying the VSL from the sales page of the offer owner. So what he means he's doing is, for instance, if we are talking about AI Marketers Club, for instance, right, which here's one of the landing pages. What he's saying he would do is he would actually he'd copy the VSL on this page, he'd copy maybe the whole page. Because he wants to host his own sales page. He said the email didn't make a big effect on the actual conversion rate itself, which I found to be true. And also, deliverability is, I don't do email marketing because the deliverability is its whole thing. So I'm not big into that too. And I'm going to start wrapping up here, folks. I'm going to just do a rapid fire because we're only halfway through this interview. I'm sorry I've taken so long with commentary, but I'd love your feedback if you can. Yeah, this is a different format for me, and I'm just part of what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure I get on camera and teach about what I've been working on in marketing, AI, how I run my businesses, and how I've kind of changed around my business to, I outsourced a lot of things to AI. So we'll rapid fire through a couple of the last things he said. Why Jordan dropped email marketing for push notifications. We'll go right here and we'll listen to what he has to say.
We specifically talk here to you or other like partners for that.
I'm trying to think of what the top 3 are, but I'm not sure.
I mean, if you want to give me a list of 10, that's fine.
Meta's the number one. Easily.
Yeah.
Meta's like right now number one.
Yeah.
Lifetime, I think YouTube is number one for me. The thing is, YouTube got very hard for me in the past couple of months.
It has always been hard, and it didn't get easier, no?
Something happened where none of my ads get approved. A bunch of accounts go down. Even when I'm running like textbook clean, like lead generation or e-commerce products, even that gets banned. So I really don't know what the deal is with Google, but we've been moving it aside. A very big channel for us, which if you asked me this last year, I would not have mentioned it, but right now everyone seems to know about it, is Newsbreak.
Newsbreak, yes, he told me about that, so yeah.
That's where we started on Newsbreak. It was very cheap, so a click was like 5 cents. And I told a bunch of my friends about it, and they jumped on, and then other people started running. Did an official partnership with ClickBank, so now it's just flooded with like the ClickBank guys.
So it's probably still good for like publishers and e-commerce.
So he shared some sauce there, right? He's sharing specific sources that are working or that were working really well for him that people don't know about. And what he's referring to is Newsbreak Ad Network, which is an advertising platform which anyone here can advertise on. Okay? I could advertise there, you could advertise there, anyone here can advertise there. Now I focus my efforts, as a marketer you can become a millionaire, a billionaire on any channel. Where I focus my efforts, I focus on 2 things. I focus on TV, I focus on Facebook ads, and I try to show up organically here on YouTube because you know what, I think it's important to share things with the world. That's why I became a teacher in the first place, right? I don't think it takes away from anything. I think it helps people, if anything. You know, people say, why do you share information that can help people? And you know, why do you share how you do marketing and all that stuff? And I think it's to make the world a better place. If we do good and if we add value to the world in fundamental ways by having children, by making money, by sharing with others, I think we will become, you know, we will create legacies for ourselves. And that's a bit of a personal note there, but I think it's important because I just think so many people are fake nowadays, honestly. But this guy's sharing nuggets, and I'm going to go on for a couple more, and then we'll wrap this up. I hope folks are enjoying this sort of thing. I'm going to look at let me see what the secret system behind launching 100 ads a day. Now, if anybody takes anything away from this, I
Before
want
we go into,
everyone
like,
here to be
coaching.
launching 100 ads a day for AI Marketers Club, or make it your goal to be launching 100 pieces of creative a day. Because 100 pieces of creative a day can only be done with AI. And once you start launching 100 pieces of creative a day, your life, you know, you will start seeing more views and more action than you have seen before. Just the process to get there is hard. Let's go.
Mentoring, everything that we can still talk about
Yeah.
in terms of learning and offers. I would love to go back to you know, tie the knot on that subject. Now, you also mentioned that you have a system for uploading so many ads, right? Because you're testing 100 ads a day for 7 offers, sometimes 11. If you are testing 3 at that same day. So what's the setup there? Like, we probably don't want to bore people with like all the small nitty gritty details, but what's the setup? How are you doing it? Or you just have a VA who's like just pushing buttons? Like
No,
upload?
no, it's automatic from the API. I don't know the details because my business partner built that part of the setup.
Yeah.
But I know you need like to get an app on Meta approved. So you create like an app inside Meta as a Meta development tools feature, and they need to approve it, which is usually pretty easy. Then you just connect it to the profile,
Yeah.
and you can launch through the profile. Now the problem is sometimes the profile.
So what he's talking about is he said you have to create an app to launch on Meta. What he's referring to is developers.facebook.com. Now, one of the weird little hacks in the system is that anybody can register on developers.facebook.com and get started. He's talking about his apps up here. Okay, so if we go right up here, we will see that you can create your own Facebook app. Now, you don't need to be a developer to register here. And this is the secret to launching hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of Facebook ads per day. I want to be very clear. You need to register at developers.facebook.com and get your API key. Okay? You need to get your API key. And, you know, I'm not going to show you my API key, but I'll show you what it looks like sort of logged in, right? So we go in and I have something called my ads app. You can click create app. AI can even do a lot of this stuff for you, or it can walk you through it. But as you see, this is what you do. This is the process that Jordan is talking about in order to automatically post hundreds of ads a day on Facebook. Now, I teach people how to do this with our software, Bonfire, which is, you know, we're showing people how to basically use, and let's go into the install instructions. The Facebook Ads MCP. And you'll see that after we have folks install Bonfire Terminal, we and Claude, right? We give it a Facebook ads MCP. And the current MCP that I've been suggesting to people is right here. Okay? But in order to do this, folks, you have to use AI through the terminal. It's not going to do any work for you if you're using it through the freaking browser. And this is why everyone else is teaching this just an absolute retarded way, which I don't understand, is they're teaching people to use the browser AI. And the browser AI, but it's because people aren't, actually going in the computer and doing the hard work. A lot of the gurus nowadays are simply guruing and not actually doing work themselves. Whereas I've always, I don't know if it's smart, but I've always just been a grinder. So let's go into this. I like, work hard, play hard is kind of my thing. Let's keep going. I'll do two more, and then I have to roll. I have I have my kids here, and I have to do dinner and stuff. So let's talk about why Miami Guru, the secret to finding winning ads before anyone else. Why Miami gurus don't make real money and who does. I'll look at this. I'll actually check this out. Then we'll check out one more.
But I mean, I will say it without calling out any names, and so we don't have to be uncomfortable about this. Most people who are teaching how to start an agency or copywriting might be really good themselves, but the people that actually buy, they don't even try. So it's like better to hire somebody who doesn't got taught by a guru because they are actually interested in it and I have like maybe corporate experience than it is to hire someone who's like from a guru.
That's true. I think it's a function of how they market a lot of times.
Yes.
Where they're marketing to children.
Yeah.
Teaching them that, don't go to university, do this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a space that I'm not really super interested in, like getting to know those people.
Yeah.
I want to know you. I want to know the person who's behind the scenes actually managing the guru, actually doing the work and making the whole thing work.
Yeah.
Because these people on social media, they are good at making videos.
Yeah.
But there's always there's somebody behind the scenes that's pulling the strings, that's the actual owner of that business that actually controls it,
Yeah. Or they're lucky. Like, I don't know if you saw that Alex Becker video about don't start a personal brand.
Yeah.
And he talked about, right, that you ride that wave and then you need to like push harder and harder and harder. And then it will, just because you're not new anymore, you will kind of go down. And you see them in that cycle and they're just extracting as much money as possible from that audience. So what I want to say with that is like either somebody's like putting the strings or it's like kind of luck where they ride this wave because they kind of cracked the social media code. They don't really know why and they don't have operations and infrastructure and all that stuff. They don't really build anything. But that's fast, man. And like, what's like your record day in terms of like spending money on ads?
I have no idea. My record day in sales was 240,000.
Yeah.
In spend, I have no idea what the spend was. Must have been like over six figures.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you went from like 16 to 24, spending 100K per day, making 200K plus per day.
Yeah, 16 to 22.
That's pretty fast and crazy.
Yeah, but I first ran my first paid ad when I was 19, so 3 years ago.
Yeah.
On native ads and did some Facebook. So in 3 years, realistically, my stuff really exploded.
So
3 years, folks. This guy has run his first ad, and his best day is $240,000 in a single day. There's not a lot of businesses where you can go from being nobody in 3 years to making $240,000 in a day. And it's one of the reasons why I think me and a lot of other sort of alchemists, aspiring alchemists, are drawn to digital marketing. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, thank you for the reactions. I think this is incredible content. I'm having hopefully a few other people are, and getting some value from this. Finally, I'm going to close out with the very last thing here, which is the mentors that shaped him and his rise.
100%. So you just mentioned mentors. Did you like buy a bunch of courses back in the day, or did you just kind of like find these mentors organically? What has been your process?
I was in what was the so I think the first one, I don't remember what I bought first, but the one that really picked up for me was no. So the first one that really picked up was a Dutch guy, Colin Dice. He did a native ads course, and I bought that. It's pretty good. Learned how to run native way back. I was still in university. The
So why
one
did you
that
want to learn native ads when you were in university back then?
just like I was studying finance, quantitative finance. I wanted to be a quant. So I saw kind of how Facebook ads were, and it seemed like a lot of randomness, the algorithm and all this stuff, and um, native ads looked like a beautiful Excel sheet.
Hi
It looked
everyone.
like very quantitative and
Yeah.
the stuff I understand. So that's why I jumped into it.
Yeah.
So that's sort of interesting. I just looked up who this guy learned from, and it's Colin Jice. It's some guy, but what I find fascinating about this is this video. This is a video from this guy that Jordan claims to have learned from, and it was posted 5 years ago, which sort of syncs up. And there's great information, it looks, but very few people watch the stuff that actually goes over the tactics of real marketing. So it's fine. It's one of the things I've had to come to peace with is, having like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right? It's kind of like, people are like, why are so few people on your streams? And it used to get to me. But then, there's a clear difference between when you're catering to the sort of the masses who don't want to see how things are done behind the veil, or people who actually want real quality information about how to get marketing done. And all day, every day, I'd rather be in congruence with myself. This is my social media channel. I don't have managers. I don't have sponsors. I owe nothing to nobody. So I'm running it my own way, and that's not always for the views like people like Alex Becker, but I think it's better to do stuff your own way, and I believe the market's changing. So thank you everyone for joining in. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you enable all notifications if you'd like to see more videos on this channel. I'd love your feedback. I'm kind of looking at views as kind of some sort of barometer of feedback, that said. But I am going to be, doing more live stream reactions because I do, it's been a little bit, I'm trying to figure out what I always talk about, or what, some of the AI content I'm going out about is just awful to watch on the internet. It's like terminal. It's powerful, but I want to make sure I bring up other creators who are doing really incredible stuff too. So all the best, folks. Thanks for being a part of things. If you want to be an affiliate for AI Marketers Club, I suggest you join it. It's $27. There's a link in the description. We have tons of resources and content for everybody. If you want to post ads for us on Facebook, I created on a earlier live stream, I created some. Am I going to give that out on this one? No. Oh yeah, here, I'll give you guys the folder. So I created a bunch of different ads that y'all can use. There's 60 different ads that I created real quickly. Feel free to post them out, post them online. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Work hard, make money, work with AI, get on that terminal, automate content production, post content every day, folks. Remember, if you are not posting, if you are not producing, you are consuming. And think beyond the media. Think beyond the media and carve for yourself a legacy that goes on throughout history May you all have lots of money and be blessed with many children. All the best. Until the next stream, I should do one tomorrow. We'll see. I'll see you then.